What's up, everybody? It's your boy Blakinola here. Welcome to episode 2 of the Blakinola Radio Show. It's nice to see everybody here. I just want to say thank you very much for continuing on this journey with me on this new path that I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing most of the time, but that's okay. We're going to get through it together. Now, today we've got special guest Nevercake. Nevercake is a very, very awesome animator. Gained his presence in the League of Legends scene. He's done a huge bunch of creations for League, for content creators, also for most recently Smite. So he's not just having all of his goose eggs in one basket. I don't know the proper terminology for that. I want to introduce Nevercake. Nevercake, welcome to the show, man. How you doing today?
Oh, I am good.
Fantastic. It's a real honor to have you here. I have a special place in my heart for animators only because I'm really shitty at drawing. Fun fact, I used to draw comics and stuff back when I was in grade school, and I just kind of fell out of it because I don't know what it was. I didn't have the passion that other people do, and because people like Nevercake stick with it, they actually turn into people that are worth something, unlike my black ass. So it's nice to have you on the show. I
had a comic too, and back then in like elementary or something.
Oh, really? What did you?
It was called Weenie Wars.
Weenie
and it was
Wars?
like hot dogs with faces fighting each other.
I'm glad actually that went the direction I was hoping it would go, because it was about to get really dark on the show. So I want to give you the opportunity to give a quick little introduction for yourself to people who might not know you. I mean, there are people who know you, but there are people who have never heard of you before. So this is your opportunity to give them that awesome first impression. So the floor is yours.
Okay, well, we make animations is mostly what we're known for, but sometimes we do some gameplay footage, and we make machinima videos sometimes song parodies. I play a mean ukulele, but it's just any form of entertainment with video games.
Fantastic. That's awesome. Now, tell me, how did animation get started for you? I mean, there's so many mediums to art, but animation is quite the discipline, and it allows the artist to paint their visual masterpieces in wacky ways, weird ways. You can really put any adjective you want. How long ago did you guys get involved with animation, and were you self-taught? Did you go to school for it? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that.
Yeah, it just seems like it's been part of my life forever. So I can barely remember the beginning. We were making animations in PowerPoint. Yeah, think about that.
Is that even possible? Can you do that?
You can if you have the will. There's a way.
So for the people who hold on a second, animations in PowerPoint. So I know you can do like slideshows and stuff, but are you talking like, I guess like one frame each per slide? Oh, that's crazy. That sounds like it's way too much work.
Well, it made use of the little it had like triggers you could set, tell something to move here, and then when that's done, tell the next thing to happen. So it was just stuff moving around the screen, and that's where it started. But then next step was Microsoft Paint and Windows Movie Maker.
Oh, that takes me back. Those are dark days before the legendary Windows 7, Windows XP era. Oh my God, that makes me cringe thinking about it.
Yeah.
For you guys that don't know, Nevercake is a duo. It's not just one person. Who does the animation? Who does the voice acting? Or is it an equal partnership? Or how does that combination work?
Well, it's actually my brother that does the animation. Sometimes I do some of the simple tween animation, like if you've seen our Nevercake theater video, where there's like puppets and their arms just swinging around. I animated that, and when I animate, it's in After Effects. But the one who actually does the frame-by-frame drawing animation is Daniel. And then I do all the other stuff, the ideas, writing, sound effects, editing, and all that.
Fantastic. That's awesome. Okay. Now, Nevercake, that's the very first time I heard about you guys. I was trying to figure out, all right, I've never seen any cake in their animations, and it's always interesting to see the background of how people get their monikers. So how did Nevercake be a thing? Like, where's the inspiration for that?
Well, the thing we love most when it comes to like an aesthetic is mixing the macabre with whimsical stuff. So we chose the word never because it made us think of Nevermore, like Poe. And there was an old Flash game that we were inspired by that also was called Nevermore. And then Cake is just, happy fun times. So I like to combine those two because everything I like is like that.
Fantastic. That's awesome. All right, well, see, now we know a little bit more into the mind of Nevercake. Now we're going to have some sort of doppelganger come out, Always Muffin or something like that. Fantastic.
Oh, man. An arch rival.
How long have you guys been playing League of Legends for? How long have you been involved with League of Legends?
I think it was pre-season 3.
Okay.
So not from the beginning.
Okay. And was there something about League that made you want to just start making animations for it? And I'm kind of curious to see what your old school animations have evolved from. For those who have been following their favorite artists, for example, I read questionable content every day. I've been reading it every day since it came out. It's one of my favorite webcomics, and Jeff Jack, the creator of it, his art style has gone from, I guess in hindsight, it would be garbage if you were to compare it to today. And it's really interesting to see how an artist's talent morphs over any amount of time. It can be as quick as 1 year or as long as 10 years. And somehow, even though the artist may seem to think that it's plateauing, to the viewer it's like night and day. Was there ever a point in your artistic career where it's like, man, we've really come a long way? Like, do you guys have an example of that?
Well, Nevercake is not actually our first YouTube channel. We had some older ones, and that's where the garbage is. Like, we have one from 2007 where we have like anime music videos and bad stick figure animations.
Oh, stick figure! You're taking me back. That's all I used to watch. Like when Newgrounds was the main thing.
Yeah. It was when my first experience with the internet was I didn't have it, a friend had it, and he showed me Stick Page, which is just stick figure animations.
Now are you ever going to let your fans know about this deep vault of despair and regret that you guys have from your beginnings of entertainment, or are you just going to leave that in the past? Should no one ever see that?
I think I actually pointed people to it in some of our Q&A videos. If you want to look it up, the one channel is called Chaos13100.
Oh my god, that username.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I mean, you guys from stick figure animations, I mean, you guys have definitely solidified your place on YouTube. I've always been in love with your art style, and honestly, the first thing that jolted my interest in you guys was not actually the animation, but your voice. When you narrate, it's really good. I was super jealous. I was like, man, I got to step my game up. I would like the way you sound, so dark, so macabre, and so serious and lighthearted. You get that combination, that quadruple threat. Did you ever go to school for voice acting or anything like that, or is that just natural ability?
All natural.
I'm sure people in here would like to know what type of sound setup you have to sound so professional, because I was like, man, these guys, I've always wanted to work with you guys, and I still want to work with you guys in the future. But the voice acting, me being an aspiring voice actor myself, it was super intimidating, and it'd be nice to get that insight. So, from a voice acting standpoint, is equipment important, or is recording and the quality of your environment important? Like, how does that play a role into you sounding as awesome as possible?
I don't think equipment is that important, because I'll tell you what I got here. I got an ATR 2500 USB mic. It was like $50, and I shoved it inside a cardboard box that I found, and I record in Audacity, which is free.
Yo, Audacity is awesome. I've been using that since the beginning of time. There's nothing wrong with free equipment. As long as it works and does what you need it to do, that's all that matters. So moving along, I noticed that you guys have been doing less League animation, and you've been trying to keep yourself busy. I've noticed you guys have been doing the lore for Smite in your whimsical art style. how's that been going for you, and how did that even get started? Did you reach out to High Res, or did High Res reach out to you, and how's that going? You've been doing them for a while now. You've done a very big amount of gods.
Yeah, there's like over 60 episodes now. And in fact, we only got like 3 more gods left, and then we'll have covered them all. But when we started that series, we just made it for our channel. Episode 1 and 2 is on our channel, and Hi-Rez had a show, the Smite Showcase, where they showed off community content, and we sent in other stuff to that. And then that got them. They must have came over and looked at our channel, because then they asked us that they wanted to put that series on their channel.
Nice. That's really cool. Like, to work with a big game company and say, "Hey, we like your shit so much, we want you to make it for us." Which moves me to my next topic. So, anybody who was watching the episode last week, we were talking about how YouTube and creating content in terms of artistry, whether it be animation or music, may not be as lucrative as making daily vlogs or making Let's Plays and all that stuff. And I know as an animator, that has had to that has to have been a bump in the road for you guys. How have you dealt with the trouble that is spending so much time creating something that is a minute, 2 minutes long, especially if you're doing it at 60 frames a second, much less even 30? How have you gotten past those road bumps to be able to continue to make content? Because, I mean, it's not like animators are rolling in, Disney money or anything like that. So it'd be nice for you, who is behind that veil of animation. How do you deal with the trouble that is trying to make this a full-time thing?
Yeah, that is a problem. We always find ourselves trying to just come up with simple ideas rather than just keep making the full animations. You got to make other stuff in between. And it's why Smite lore came into existence, because it was like, what's one of the easiest things we can think of? And it's just, there's no color, it's just the lines. It's like a glorified slideshow more than an animation. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you saw our last, some of our videos, like we got Boot and Apple is a video we made, and the animation of those characters is actually automated in After Effects. I have it set to, they're rotating to the sound file. So trying to automate processes when I can. You just got to take shortcuts if you're doing something like animation.
Yeah, for sure. What is the longest animation that you've done, and do you feel that longer form content or shorter form content better suits the audience that you're trying to serve? It seems that short, quick animations are the way to go, but have you ever wanted to go for something like full length? And by full length, I mean like maybe 10 minutes long. Is that even a realistic thing in animation nowadays on YouTube?
I don't know. It's pretty long. If I see something that's like, if somebody wants us to do something that's like 3 minutes already, Daniel looks like he wants to kill me when I tell him.
Now, you guys being family, I have 4 younger siblings, and I remember playing video games with them and getting mad at them for doing stupid shit like screen looking or anything like that. You guys being a YouTube team, are there any moments in which you guys butt heads, and how do you guys resolve that so you guys can stay focused on the bigger picture?
I don't know. I guess sometimes I just like, I want him to write something, and then maybe he's like, but you don't animate. That'd be the closest we have to arguing. But then we just go back to our respective roles.
I see. Okay, that's good. What are the next steps for you guys? Like, are there any creators or companies that you'd love to animate for, or do you guys see yourself doing the animation thing and moving to something else? Like, if money was no object, what would you guys want to be doing, I guess?
Well, we always wanted to make a game, so maybe one day we'll actually follow through on that, because that's actually what we originally wanted to do as a career, because back then playing wasn't an option, although now with Twitch I guess that's a career path.
Yeah, for sure. When I saw you guys do your Spazzy animation, I kind of thought to myself, for some reason I thought of Alien Hominid And if you guys developed a Flash style game of some sort, I just think your art style is unique enough to really do something that'll stick out and be memorable. Do you know what type of game that you would make?
Uh, I don't know. We were always inspired by the platforming exploration games. They don't really exist that much. They were like old school Flash games, but I don't know. There's a lot of options.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm just excited that. Oh, I'm excited that there are people like you out there that, you know, when you have aspiring animators and creators and they see people like you do well, it gives them the motivation to want to do the same thing, which, you know, I really appreciate that you guys do. What are some of the misconceptions that you're able to clear up for anyone aspiring to be a content creator? I mean, animation is a whole different beast on its own. I can't, you know, I leave that to the pros. If I ever need something animated, I'm not going to try and even make stick figures because they're going to look god awful. So what are some of the assumptions that people make about content creation? And in your experience, you know, it'd be awesome if you could dispel some of those misconceptions.
I guess the two that come to mind, first of all, is how much it pays. Like, we're lucky if we get $200 from ad revenue from YouTube, so it doesn't pay squat. And the other one would be the time investment to make like 2-minute animation or 3-minute animation. It takes like at least a month when you make a full-fledged frame-by-frame animation.
Jesus. Yeah, that's so long. I wish that they're like, all right, so speaking of animation, your method of animation, you guys use Flash still, right? Is there a
Yeah.
more modern, or I don't even know the right way to ask this. Like, so I know a lot of animators use Flash, and it's becoming a legacy program with Adobe moving away from it. Has that threatened your livelihood at all? Are you going to have to find a new animation medium?
I don't think so. A lot of animators still use Flash, but some of them have been transferring to Toon Boom, and they seem to like it. But I never used it.
Now, I haven't dabbled in Flash since I made like my first website, and Flash. I'm a network administrator, so I am biased against Flash only because of people using it maliciously. But there's just been such a shift in the online media. You know, before YouTube came around, for you guys who might be under the age of 25, Newgrounds was like the king of hosting content if you were an animator or musical artist. And you know, it's tough to talk about it because it's like YouTube is here, and people should just drop their roots and move on to something new. And you know, now they've gotten to the point where, you know, they need to be supported by ads and Patreon like crowdfunding so that the site can still continue. I mean, there's still veterans on the site. There's still people that post their music, and it's a haven of a very sacred place of the internet. Do you guys have any creations on Newgrounds, or did you guys ever have anything to do with Newgrounds when you were getting started?
You know, we kind of weren't making high enough quality stuff back then, but I do have one video on some random account that was, I think it was called Sexy Questions.
Do we want to go deeper into the rabbit hole to see what this is? Because I'm kind of interested to see what this is about.
Oh, I remember why I made it now. Actually, we were our high school had a broadcasting class that would show like the news and stuff on the morning announcements on the TV, and we made some cartoons for the intros, and that was one of the ones I made. It's just like a little music video for one of those songs to wear pants to was the website.
That's awesome, dude. Do you? I'm looking for animators, and I'm asking you right now. Would you ever want to work with me on an animation? I can rob a bank and get you money and pay you guys handsomely, but it'll probably have to be.
That sounds great.
All right, but no, I've been trying to expand my channel into not just TLDR patch nodes. I want like people to come for me and just showcase a variety of mediums of expression, and I'm just in love with your art style. evolve into the next level, whatever that may be. Location wise, are you guys East Coast, West Coast, Midwest? Where can we find you in America?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania represent. That's what I'm talking about. Now,
Oh yeah.
I noticed that a lot of production style content is on the West Coast. Do you and your brother ever see yourself moving to California, sunny California, to, go to the next level, or is Pennsylvania where you're going to be for a while?
I don't know about moving. We've got our family has 100 acres of land, so we're just kind of here on that.
Wow, that's a lot. Do you have animals? That's so much land. Holy crap.
We got some cats.
Okay, let's say if you have a cow, I'm stopping over. I've never seen a cow.
Some cows nearby.
Are there any other content creators, like animation wise, that you would love to collaborate with, or you've had the pleasure of collaborating with, and what was that like for you?
I don't think we've ever collaborated with an animator. That'd be cool. Obviously there's Dojo, but I'm afraid they might be too good for us because their quality is just immense.
Well, I mean, they've got several people. It's a team of people, and you got two people, and
yeah,
two completely different art styles, both special.
I know who we should animate. We should collab with Kyundi Mundi. That's who we should do it with.
Oh man, that might be a lot of that. I actually would pay good money to see that. See a collaboration, a fusion of styles. I don't know. Are there any animators that you'd really like to collaborate with, or actually, you know what? A better question, as we're wrapping this up. So the art style that we're all used to seeing now, how did that come to pass? How does an artist arrive at, all right, this is how we're gonna draw, and this is the aesthetic that we're looking for? How do you arrive at that, and how do you try to explain that to an idiot like me when it comes to animation? Because everyone has their style that makes it stick out. Oh, this is Nevercake. Oh, this is Hyun's Dojo. Oh, this is RH Realism. How did you guys arrive to your current style now?
I think the key is to just steal. You just steal the styles you like. You copy it exactly until once you steal enough, then you don't have to steal anymore, and everything you stole merges together into your own style.
Oh, Nevercake, you're cut out the last 3 seconds. Could you say that again?
Once you go around and steal all the styles you like and copy enough, then eventually you won't have to, and you draw from memory, and it all merges together into your own unique style.
Fantastic. So guys, if you're wondering who's on the show, it's Nevercake, animation duo out of Pennsylvania. They've made awesome content for League of Legends and Smite. If you want to check them out, search Nevercake on the interwebs. They're on Twitter, they're on YouTube, and hopefully we'll be working together one of these days and make something kind of awesome, kind of sexual. I don't know. It's going to be some sort of crazy combination which everyone will like. Do you have any words of wisdom or final words for our listeners as we wrap up the show?
You have to be trash before you become good. So just start making something. That's
something that I can really take to heart, because I'm trash literally every day. So every time I can get up and make something not trash, it's a little bit more motivation to push forward. Everybody, thank you very much, Nevercake, for stopping on by and imparting with us your wisdom. Hopefully we can have you back on the show when you have 8 million subscribers, and we can, you can buy the show and whore it out somewhere. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Let me know what you think. We're going to try and take some questions from people. So what we usually do here. So you have the opportunity to ask me or Nevercake a question. I'm just going to scroll up the chat here. I think there's just a bunch of memes here. So if you guys want to ask questions, please feel free to go ahead. And if there's an interesting question, I'll go ahead and have that person ask it to us live on the radio, and you can have us answer it for you. We talked about Jin last week, so no. Let's try and keep things current. So ask about Nevercake or animation in general, and maybe a YouTubing question or something like that. All right. Ka asks us, what's our favorite form of networking with other content creators? That's a good question. I just poke them on Twitter until they block me or respond to me, and that usually works out pretty well. How do you get in touch with people?
I wait for them to contact me.
What, you don't reach out to people? You don't take that first step and like, hey,
Nah.
you fucking jerk, work with me. Or in so many words. Okay. Patrick Man asks, how long have you been animating for?
Well, I guess it was high school when we really started animating. Really got into Flash because we signed up for our school's animation course, and we took animation 1, 2, and then our school actually created animation 3 just so we could take that also.
I see. There you go. Gamaflage is asking, what is your favorite animation?
That's quite a question.
Oh man, we got a stomper here.
I mean, obviously there's all the Disney stuff, and then there's Studio Ghibli.
Both
Trying to think of something smaller.
Smaller. I mean, big is cool too. Doesn't have to be a tiny, unknown one. I mean, good is good, no matter the size, right? That's what she said.
I'll think of something and send it to me.
Dimebag Daryl's asking us, what are both of our goals for season 6? Do you have any goals? Aspirations, dreams, mountains to climb?
I don't have any goals. I just play Kale in every role.
For me, I guess I'm trying to be less bad at the game. Try and hit plat this season. We'll see. That's a lofty goal for me, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, hey, Daniel reminded me of an animation.
What animation?
One of the greatest now. Little Witch Academia by Trigger. There's 1 and 2 now.
I've never seen that. What is that about?
Do you know Trigger? They formed out of Gainax. They're just the greatest.
Yes.
That's my favorite anime. It was Gainax, and now it's Trigger. I love their stuff.
Nice. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. All right. What drove you to keep on animating? Dolphin Boy David asks.
Because animation's awesome.
There we go. In so many words, so succinct. Piggy San is asking, what kind of animations do you accept or refuse to do for people, and will you do something you don't like for lots of money? That sounds like a loaded question, but I'm gonna let you have that one.
If you got lots of money, we'll make it. I don't care what it is.
Have you ever drawn any like not safe for work stuff that we should know about? Or are you gonna plead the fifth on that?
No, that has not happened actually. But hey, everyone's got a price.
It's true. All right. Champions that trigger you. Thoughts on genociding Yordles? I don't like Teemo very much. Most times when I play against him, but otherwise I don't have any champions that I
like to
hate.
play Teemo.
So you're one of the bad ones. You're one of the people that make people want to quit this game. So
Last game I played, I just carried his Teemo.
Which game do you prefer? Gamble is asking, League or Smite?
I haven't played Smite in a while now. I guess League.
Good choice. Riot Games is watching. All right, we're gonna get that paycheck in the mail. All right, fantastic. Dimebag Daryl asks, have I ever thought of making a video with Sky Williams at all? Nah, not really. I'm good by myself.
He was looking for animators once, and I emailed him, but he didn't respond.
He does that. All right, Alzak, this is going to be the last question. Alzak asks, if the situation called for it, could Nevercake see himself doing anything else besides animation?
Like maybe some voice acting.
Have you dabbled in the voice acting? Do you have a demo reel? I feel like you should be...
No, I don't really. Never really did any of that.
What? You should totally, after the show, get a demo reel done, send that shit off so that you can voice somebody spooky in an anime. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. All right, guys. That's going to do it for tonight. I want to thank Nevercake for joining us. I had a good time. Hopefully you had a good time on the show, and none of these questions were out of left field, and I'd love to do it again one of these days. Go ahead and tell people where they can find you guys on the internet so they can follow you and check out your content.
It is at youtube.com/nevercakegames.
And are you on Twitter or Facebook or anything like that?
On Twitter at Nevercake. No Facebook.
Yeah, fuck Facebook. Fuck that website. Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this show. That's going to do it for tonight. I'm going to stream tomorrow after the LCS, and we will try and rank and grind, and it'll be normal League of Legends time. There's not going to be a radio show next week because I'll be at MagFest all weekend, so I will not be on the stream or internet at all, so I will try and stream a little bit longer to compensate. Guys, thank you very, very, very much for watching. If you like the stream, go ahead and hit the follow button. For those who want to watch a VOD of this, I'll upload a VOD this weekend. I'm recording the audio right now, and it'll be up on SoundCloud as well. Nevercake, you're awesome. Thank you very much, man. Let's do something together one of these days. And
oh, yeah. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Pleasure's all mine. All right, guys, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching the Blakinola show. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.